All right, we got Blacksajack up in the building, man.
We here, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate you pulling up,
I
man. Really mean
appreciate
a
the
lot.
opportunity, brother. Like, this is an honor to be here, man. We're in
Yes,
front of the
sir.
big lights, man.
Yes, sir. Creator, executive producer of the Spadez Table, man. So, you had that joint. We was talking. You said you had that idea. It was going for 9 years. Like, tell me how you got that started, man. How you went about putting that together.
You want the story?
Yeah, whole thing, man.
All right, so I'm in Southeast on my toilet, and I'm watching Hot Ones, the podcast where they interview you over hot chicken and whatnot. And I was wondering, like, this other guy is interviewing us over chicken. Find it kind of disrespectful. And I thought about what could we do for our culture that was strictly ours to have a conversation over. So I said, why can't we just talk to people over a game of spades? That's something we do anyway. Why, let's make it a thing. And from there, from the toilet, here we are. Started from the toilet, now I'm here.
That's what's up, man. So how'd you like go about like picking the co-host and everything, like the whole team and all that?
Well, I started off back with Lene Gray, shout out Lene Gray Co. And Master Clips. He's my best friend. Isaac Anciano, one of the best, film and photographers in the area. We started back in the day, and then COVID hit, so everything shut down. We were this close to having Lil Wayne on the show, which I think would have took me the last Broccoli Fest before COVID. It was about to have Lil Wayne. I said, that would have took us out of here. We would have been gone. But it wasn't meant to be that way. And when I came back out, 2 years ago, we said we're going to keep on pushing. We never put it down, but it wasn't right. It wasn't right. So what you see now with Sherelle Rowe, that's my partner. That's my heart right there. I love that woman to death. She was the piece that was needed for me. I didn't know that God was slowing me down because of the pieces that were coming. Like, it didn't happen back then, so I could have these people now. Boom, the engineer, now known as Boom from the Spadez Table, he got on the show because I was arguing with somebody else. Sherelle Rowe had her episode, and from her energy on the episode, I said, would you please be a part of the whole thing? And they signed on, but the camera people, Isaac, shout out Randy, Al Fury, Lene Gray, we got Lachelle Photography, shout out to her. Like, God has given me, if I'm looking backwards, everything I need to bring my dream to fruition, of everybody being prosperous off of this, bringing the game of spades back, because I notice a lot of people like us don't even know how to play spades, and I believe that you should be doing like at least 30 hours of community service if you don't know how to play spades. But all the pieces were given to me over time. I didn't have to search for these people. They were there, or they just dropped into my lap. One person brought this person. And I'm like, why are they here? Looking back, they're here to put it all together. And I'm such a team person. Like, I'm all about them. So I'll be honored when sometimes it's about me. I appreciate you.
So, yeah, man. And like you said earlier, you was saying like a lot of people like us don't even know how to play spades. I ain't gonna lie. As of 2 weeks ago, I was that one of them people,
But you're now
man.
initiated.
Yeah, shout out to Pops, shout out to Mom and Pops. They showed me, sat me down, like, oh yeah, this how you gotta play. So
Now you initiated. 30 hours of community service to all of us who cannot play spades. I'm tasking people with that.
So how what was like, how does it feel to like have that, because this is a very like unique and different like type of platform y'all got, like obviously a lot of people gonna bite y'all style when they see how it's going for you, but like how good was it to be like, oh, we came up with our own innovative like platform, ain't nobody doing what we doing out here.
It feels great, right? It feels great. And I went through an emotion when someone tried to, well, they stole it. Um, but I shouldn't have, because every Coke has its Pepsi. And if it's great, they're going to imitate it. I feel good about it. Do that, I'm going to do this, and we'll meet y'all at the top, man. But it's a humbling feeling, and I'm very gracious that people actually like it. I went through a phase of everybody loves the production, and I used to ask them, do you love the production of it because it looks good? How do you feel about the show, the people on the show? And they like it, so I love it. but it's definitely a humbling feeling.
Who? Oh no, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
So I was just gonna ask. You talked about somebody that stole it, like your idea. Who was like who
Oh,
had stole
we can
your
get
idea?
into that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
A company, Wondery Company, last year they had Waka Flocka and somebody doing something called We Playing Spades. Half of the DMV started sending shots at him, like, "Oh nah, y'all stealing from the shout out DMV for repping the Spadez Table too, man." They they had Waka Flocka on it, so it went silent. But when I tell someone else about that show, they say they ain't never heard of it. So I'm like, good. God is doing the work for me. It's meant for us to be that lane. Now they have Nick Cannon. Like, that's how powerful the people they had to get. This is how I feel about it. You had to go get a Nick Cannon to compete with little old us. I know we got something, and all we need is the push, and I appreciate you. This is one more person that can get us out there to more people. I appreciate you, because this is for us. One thing I want people to know, and this is for future sponsors, this is for everybody. We do not get paid to do this. This is something that we as a collective are doing for the DMV, for the people here. So when you look at us, they may think we don't need anything. We need the same things you all need. We need sponsorship. We need the backing for this to go and actually put the DMV where it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be the entertainment hub, not Atlanta, not California, not New York. Well, New York, New York is always New York, but I believe we can be that. But we get in our own way here. And I'm going to leave that right there. We get in our own way.
So kind of like piggybacking off of that, do you feel like it'll ever get to a point where DC can become like a media, mogul like New York, Atlanta, LA, places like that? Because
It's a dream, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know, because we've had this stigmatism for so long that it's very few that want us all to win. It's more that want just themselves to win. The individualism of the game. Like I said to you out front, we together, bruh. I'm not here, you not here. We right here until we all emerge. And once you making millions off of your platform, you made it. Until we all making millions off our platform here, no matter who you are, we all doing the same thing. We might as well pull together somehow, some way, and make an entertainment circuit within the DMV, because that's what they did down in Atlanta. And within the DMV, and I know everybody's not going to work with everybody. That's false hope right there. But those who are important, either reach down or reach up. There's always somebody bigger than you. There's always somebody smaller than you. There's always somebody right beside you. If we can bring all those playing fields together, I think we'll be able to do what we need to do, man.
So kind of like taking a step back, like talking about you and your background, like where you from, like where'd you grow up, and like talk a little bit about your origin.
DC and PG County, in between Upper Marlboro and Southeast. I had a great life. Like I didn't have a struggle story. I had the best set of parents you could ever have, like ever. As long as I did what I was supposed to do, I got whatever I wanted. I always had good grades, but I was always in trouble. My grades got me out of trouble. So that was that. Coming up, career truck driver. To own trucking company since we were in our 20s. Been doing that. That was my love. Like I have Road Warrior tattooed on my arm. I love, Diesel, like Diesel, bro. I loved it for a long time. And then, after doing it for so long, I was never the guy with the back brakes on. I'm jumping, and I always wore flip-flops. Like if I went to a loading dock, they know me as the slides. They go slide coming? Yeah, I got them on. It's wintertime. Like I'm comfortable. Like I'm good at what I do. Went to trucking, been doing that. Shout out Silver, man. Silver Trucking is a powerhouse and always will be. Yeah, left that, retired from trucking, ended up doing personal transportation for people like going to the doctor and trips like that. We was getting paid through the medical system, doing transportation like that, weaning my way out of the truck and the hopping up and down. Ended up stopped doing that because the guy that I was doing it with was crooked. He was crooked as hell, bro. He was stealing the insurance. I was wondering, How am I getting paid $130 to take this lady up the street to her doctor's appointment? But I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna take that $130. And I would have like 10, 11 of these people a day. So sweet. But once that went down, that went down. He went to jail, and I didn't have nothing to do. So that's when we started the Spadez Table, the thought process. And that's how I know God is in my life. Because from that's when the idea of the Spadez Table came along on the toilet. But time went around, so I started growing weed professionally. Opened up CCG 420 LLC. I'm really good at it too. But I don't grow it to distribute to people. Like I would grow for you. I'm not the hand-to-hand guy, none of that. But all of those things that I was doing prior to the Spadez Table, looking backwards, because you never understand life until you're looking backwards, were to get me to the Spadez Table. In my trucking career, I would talk to 15 to 30 people, different people every day. And I mean literal conversations with them. But that built me to be able to talk to anybody, when the people like yourself and other stars from the area or stars from anywhere. To me, you're just a person. I don't see everything else you're doing. 'Cause I've been talking to people my whole life. My last couple deliveries was to Obama. My last delivery in trucking was a painting to the White House. Secret Service clearance, all that. I did that. But that was it.
So did you like ever always envision yourself in being in like media?
No, this is, if you would have known me then, you would never have thought anything about this. I don't, even when I came up with the idea, I didn't have myself in it. But I'm told that this ain't gonna be nothing without me in it. And I'm with it.
What was like some of the challenges that came into putting that Spadez Table together?
Money. It's always money. But what I have now is a group of people that believe in the dream. And it's not just my dream, it's their dream as well. And I think that's what it takes to build a great team, especially when you didn't seek them out, they came. For them to believe in the dream, they always tell me, this is yours, yours, yours. And I say, but to me, this is ours, ours, ours. So they'll never really feel 100% like it's theirs, but that 99% they give me is everything we need to be a collective and take this to where it's supposed to go.
So who were some of the people that kind of helped like you put the idea together, or like put the idea in action of the Spadez Table?
Me saying, making a phone call, you down to do it? Yeah, okay, well we're gonna do it. And then Lene helped with the planning of it out. It started off at True Reflections Barbershop. I had Joe Claire, a few other notable people. Shout out Juan. He owned True Reflections Barbershop out in, is that Alexandria? We don't say Alexandria, Virginia. Yeah, but that going across that bridge thing was a little too much for me. And Juan, we used him. And now people like Dennis Green, Burgers at Apollo, Kai Fair, BWI Motorsports. These are all people that are helping facilitate the dream because they believe as well.
How has the Spadez Table evolved since you started it?
Oh man, it started with a guy and a camera that tried to tell me how to do my thing. One camera at a cigar bar to what you see now, a 9-camera operation, multi-edits, like this is all God moving this, bro. This is all God moving this in my eyes.
What do you feel like sets the Spadez Table apart from other platforms?
The production of it all. Because we're normal people. Like we didn't jump out here. I'm not a famous comedian. You know what I'm saying? Sherelle Rowe, I'm the one that was just a truck driver. Boom, the engineer is one of the best engineers we have in this area and beyond. Sherelle Rowe, she's got songs with Snoop Dogg and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed to have them here, but they have put me with them. So now I guess I'm looked at as one of those people. But to me, I'm really not. I'm just Paul. I'm just Paul that came up with a dope idea, man. And I hope you all enjoy.
How does it feel like seeing that idea like just be put into action? Like you see everything growing and just getting better and better every day.
It's sometimes when we're setting up before shoot, it was one time I cried. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. Like I cried just standing back. Like this was really just an idea, like a quick one. And I never wrote. I was telling Isaac yesterday, I, I have come far with this idea. You know, they say you always write down what you want to do, and I never wrote down the goals of this. And we got this far, so New Year's Eve, right before the ball dropped, I wrote down some things. But since I wrote down some things, I'm here with you. Like, I see writing it down did something. It actually did something. So I'm glad I wrote that shit down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. And
Mm-hmm.
so, like, when you're doing an episode, like, what kind of preparation goes into filming and like setting up everything? How do you prepare for an episode?
Well, the camera people do they 1-2 thing. Like they figure out the spots. All I do is come in, put down the tablecloth. If you were a guest coming on our show, we would ask you prior to the show to send you a bio. Whatever bio you have, we'll go off that. But our show isn't all about your bio. We're here for the audience to see a different side of their favorite person. I had to stop saying their favorite superstar. Everybody's a superstar in their own light. So their favorite person, if you like this person, I want you to see the real of this person. You may have a comedian, they funny and all this, that, and the third, but there's another side to them. And at the Spadez Table with our magical bartender, shout out Miss Key, happy hour, the best bartender I've ever had in my life. And I'm not saying that because she's on the show. I'm saying the lady is awesome. But, you know, you're comfortable at a Spadez Table, at a cookout, at anywhere where you playing spades at, you're very comfortable. So we make it our business to make you that. And we're not about the negativity. Like, if you want to come to a show and talk about who you beefing with and stuff like that, you never come on here. I mean, this isn't, but I know controversy sells, but so does good stuff and the real side of people. So we're trying to push that part more than the negativity. I don't want to hear about your guns. I don't want to hear about, I don't want to hear about none of that. And we really don't want to hear about what you got going on until the end of the show. Like we just chopping it up with you. So we'll take your bio, pick out bits and pieces of your bio, but you know, we get to ask some questions like what kind of Kool-Aid you drink. That ain't in your bio. Yeah. But people want to know what kind of Kool-Aid you do. What's your favorite food? What's on your bucket list? What you got going on tomorrow? What's your Sunday afternoon like? That's what we trying to, you know, get out of the people, and it brings the levels down to where we're all equal at the table. And that was my vision.
So you said something important. Like you said, even though controversy creates cash and content, you don't want to be the type of platform that, you know, profit off of stuff like that. How important do you feel like it is to have more platforms like that that don't want to spread, you know, all type of, you know, make beefs public and all of that, and more so just create a positive type of atmosphere?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, like I just want it to be equal. You know what I mean? Like, we're not the candy shop. We cuss, we talk about everything. But I see more negativity when I scroll that has 5,000 likes on it than I do when you really just talking to somebody and something meaningful is happening. Only because this person only has 100 followers, they're not getting the same thing, but their content is just as good, if not even better. Right. Like, it doesn't always have to be negative for it to sell. But I think it would be dope to at least even out the playing field of negativity and positivity, and I think that's where we sit. Because there be some shit going on at that table.
Yeah. Well, how do y'all select the guests that come on?
We'll compile a list of the area, but 9 times out of 10 at this point they'll reach out to us, and we'll put them, you know what I'm saying, put them on the list. If we called you and you didn't pick up the phone or you didn't, you know, reply back to the DM, we're sorry. Yeah. We're trying. Yeah. We're trying, but it's like 12 of us that come from the outer skirts of Virginia, from all the way out to Baltimore, that come together on one day to make this happen for everybody else, as well as us. Like, we getting credits and stuff like that, but we're coming from all over the place to do this thing. So answer the phone when we call y'all.
Who has been some of your like most memorable or favorite guests that's been on the Spadez Table?
Everybody. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. It's a different experience with everybody. Styles, there are people that change the trajectory of the Spadez Table. That's a better question. Who changed the trajectory of the Spadez Table? Style Channel, and you can say what you want about that man, flamboyant, whatever. He's a great dude, man. And Lonnie B just came out with the new stage play. Who else? Even Joe Claire back 5-6 years ago. He made me feel like I could do it. Like if Joe Claire, was coming to do this, then I felt like it was a worthwhile venture for myself to actually do it. We had Jamie and Arena, the people from Spotlight Over the City, shout out Stan Long, World War Polo. Like, you know what I'm saying? The people that are actually doing something and are not a part, like, we all have a past, bro. We all have a past. But it's about what we're doing now. How can we, not erase our past, but make our future better? And like people like that, man, because I'm not gonna lie, after the episode 2 days later, I don't remember it. I don't remember because like what just dropped this week, we shot that a month and a half, 2 months ago. So by the time the episode comes out, I don't remember half of the stuff that was even said on it. So I'm laughing or having a good time with y'all again, like for the first time, because I forgot all about that right there, bro. Derek and Scooby, Serious Vibe. They have changed the trajectory of our show. They have made parts of our comedy of the show relevant because of these people. Like a lot of the guests have made us relevant. It ain't our show. It's about the people we have on the show. And I need you to take that with you as well. Your show will be as big as the people that are on it because you're behind the camera. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's always going to be the person sitting in the seat. But don't sell your soul for the people on your show for those people in the seat. Period. What was you just looking at, bro?
I thought somebody was coming in here. I thought I heard the door open. That was your watch. Oh, Rolly. Is that Rolly?
Stop playing.
Bust down.
Stop playing.
So I saw, y'all had, Trayon White on there,
Right before.
Yeah.
Right before.
I was kind of going to touch in on that, like how you feel about, his whole situation and everything he's going through.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I told the people when we was, no disrespect to Trayon White, but I told them that's Lorenz Tate y'all sitting with. I just want y'all to know. Good guy, but he's in the trenches with the people. He's also in the trenches in the government. And a month and a half later, for my taping, we all know what happened. I'm glad he made it out safely, you know what I'm saying, to do greater things other than the position he was in. And I'm hoping what happened to him propels him to a higher position. But I told him, that's Trayon White, and that's Lorenz Tate at the same time.
Do you ever get like backlash for like any of the people that y'all have had on the platform or like any comments that they made?
No. Yeah, not enough people even watch our show. We do this with no promotion. We don't promote, like other than what you see on Instagram, like there are no dollars put into promoting. We refuse to get fake followers. And that's back to how we view our people. Just because you got 100,000 followers, if I go to your reels and you're only getting 80 views, or just say 120 or 500, with 80,000 followers, I know that your audience is bought. Right. You can't come over here. We want authentic people. And I know that's a way to excel. You know what I'm saying? Buying people is a way to excel. We're just not going to do that, and we'd rather not have that here because just like you're using our platform, we're also using yours. That's the reality of the beast right here. We're using yours, so if you're on a falsified platform, you've kind of wasted our time because 9 cameras cost a lot of money. Editing time costs a lot of money, a lot of fuel just to get to where we're at. So if you're not authentic with yourself, there's no way you can be authentic at our table with me on your ass like that. Pause. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But keep that in there.
You ever had like a guest where you was just like, damn, I'm interviewing so-and-so?
Fred Smoot and Santana Moss episode was my goddamn moment. They whipped our ass, bro. And Fred Smoot is the most shit-talkingest person. When I say I wanted to fight him, I wanted to fight him, brother. I wanted to fight him. But yeah, that was the moment. That was early into the second, I like to call it the second regime of the Spadez Table. Yeah, but from now, like the Jamie and the Rainers, I never thought I would be sitting with these people. And to be honest, while I was trucking, and even while I was growing tree, I don't know none of these people. I'm not a TV watcher. I don't listen to rap all like that. Northeast Groovers is the crankest band alive. So outside of Scarface and Northeast Groovers, I'm not really listening to music, like especially in this area. So I don't be knowing them, and it'd be an honor for me to sit down with them. I'm learning you just like the people learning you. I'm quick to tell them, bro, I don't know you, bro. I ain't never heard of you, so I don't know what you doing.
So you kind of mentioned earlier, you said the second regime of the Spadez Table. Like, explain the regimes. Like, what do you mean by that?
Well, I told you it started off with one dude with a camera and a mic camera at Tinderbox down in Waldorf, a cigar bar. And then we moved on to when Lene Greco, shout out the old company, we're not gonna speak on it, but that was still one camera. It went from, no disrespect to these people and I mean this when I say this. When I say this is not a podcast, it's a production, I'm not downing anybody that's doing a podcast. I just know we're a different lane. Everybody has their lane. I don't want to be a podcaster with the mic sitting in front of you and y'all just talking. We're an interactive interviewing platform. So we're interacting with each other more than just sitting there talking and asking questions. I love all podcasts. There's nothing bad about them, but we have to set ourselves apart somehow, some way. And hopefully it will uplift people to want to bring up maybe you have a podcast that can turn into a production when the right people see it.
Was that always your mindset to?
What you see now is what I wanted from the beginning. It just took time and God to get it right here. The next place is the television.
How do you maintain like the different like professionalism during your interviews? Like when you got like somebody like high stakes, like Red Grant or somebody like that, how does it, how do you maintain that professionalism?
Well, the beauty of the Spadez Table is it kind of leaves the professionalism at the door. Like we're at the Spadez Table. The most shit talking this table at every family reunion, cookout, everything. That's where you letting your head down and you being whoever it is you want to be. Just being on time. Man, please be on time. That's the first thing about professionalism in this media world. Doors can close on you for being late. They will, and they won't reopen in this area. They will not reopen. But you just have to. I'm blessed with co-hosts that know themselves and their place. We're not here to embarrass you. We can talk shit to you, you know what I'm saying? But we're not here to embarrass you. We're not here to do none of that. Boone is the craziest one of us all. He'll ask you anything. Like when he asked the Reverend, who do you think has better sandals, Jesus or Noah? No, Jesus or Moses, who had better sandals? When we had Reverend Lee, and he was there for all the smoke, we had a Reverend on the show at the Spadez Table, man, and he was great. He let me know something about myself right there, bro. He let me know something.
How heated do them debates, or not debates, but like how heated do them games be getting?
They just be trying to say me and Ro be cheating, man. Yeah. I don't like that for us, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that for us, but it get there. But the majority of our conversations end up in laughter.
So what motivates you to keep the Spadez Table going and like keep, growing the Spadez Table?
The people that are here. We have to expand beyond the DMV. I don't think our show, the DMV isn't big enough for our show. Our show was built for the world. But all the great people, all the creatives, all the new musicians, like the Spadez Table is for y'all. It's for y'all. It ain't for me. I'm gonna reap the benefits of this, man, for sure. But it's for y'all to be highlighted. And people get weird and they don't want to do this show, they don't want to do that show. Well, are you not trying to invest into your own future? because I really don't know too many shows you're gonna go on. We give you your whole interview. I'm gonna tell you what bothers me about doing this show. You will come to my show, you will have a great time, but you won't even promote the fact that you were on the show. Yeah. That bothers me. So we're gonna shoot it for you, and it's up to me to promote you. I didn't know, or maybe I was confused. I didn't know it was like that. You're getting a whole damn hour-long commercial for yourself, and you don't want to do anything with it. You just want to, once we leave, we shake hands and all that. We tell you when your episode's coming out. This is you. Like, you send me this and watch what I do with it. Watch what I do with it. I'll show you what I feel like is supposed to be done. Don't go on nobody else's show just because, even if you had to pay. Like, do something with it. This is your own commercial that you're getting for almost free, which may cost people thousands. Do something with it, man.
So kind of like touching on, you talked about like how fun, just the actual, art of being on the show is, like, playing space, talking to people, chopping it up with them. Mm-hmm. What's the business side of it like?
Hard drives, travel, clothing. That's the only, there's nothing hard about it, except keeping people motivated to still want to do it. And that's always the money, but the belief is more than anything over money. We know we're destined to do great things, but hard drives, storage, and clothes, because I try to, represent myself well. Shout out Ballaholic Sportwear. Boom, I don't know. Just that's my little brother, man. I just can't. We gonna get to fighting sooner or later.
Kind of like touching on clothing, I seen that you be rocking those street corner fashion apparel.
Shout out Najee, man. Yeah. Hold on, man. Can I get up and be right back?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Hold on, man. Let me do my thing, man. Cause that's why I wore it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me. Yeah. Like you said, shout out Street Corner Fashions. Yeah, shout out Najee, up and coming label. Do you call clothing up and coming clothing line? I love the quality of his brand. Like, this feels really good. I love it, actually. And what people don't understand, when like they want to be seen as well. Stop shitting on clothing brands, people. If you have a platform, man, and somebody's trying to come up, how you gonna charge them to come on your show? They bringing clothes. They like this costs money. This costs money. Give them your time. I won't just wear anybody's anything. Like, you gotta, just because you give it to me don't mean I like it. I'll probably never wear it if I don't like it. So to get with certain clothing brands that fit you, and Street Corner Fashions fits me.
So how did that collaboration come about?
How did I meet Najee? Instagram, somehow, some way. We connected, and he was like, brother, I'd love to see you win it. I said, well, I have the power to put it on in front of a camera too. And we shook hands, and when we met, we talked for like 2-3 hours. So it's like I tell him every time we talk, this is not about the clothes. I have buried my whole family. Mom, dad, everybody's gone. It's just the kids, you know what I mean? So when I meet genuine people, y'all become a piece of my family, because the rest of them are gone. So if I feel that bond with you, you coming with me. And he came with me.
What's kind of going back to the Spadez Table? What's your ultimate vision for the Spadez Table? Ultimate goal? I know you said you wanted to be
syndication. On TV. Like, I want the Kevin Hart's. I have a super big dream. I'm almost scared to talk about it because they already stole it. You feel what I'm saying? But my biggest dream of it, me, Ro, Boom, we on jet skis down in Florida, pulling up to the back of DJ Khaled's house. We about to shoot DJ Khaled. Like a mixture of MTV Cribs and the Spadez Table. Like, we pulling up to your house. That's the end goal for me. We pulling up to your house all the majors, all the everybody. Obama, we coming. Obama, we're gonna meet you at your house. Oprah, you know, I don't know, cause Stedman might stop us and send him back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Who? So you listed a couple of people that you want to hopefully have as guests. Like, you got any more like dream guests that you was like, man, I hope I get this person one day.
Dave Chappelle, Ryan Clark.
Okay.
RC is one of I look up to him. Don't know him. I have a buddy of mine, part of the team that is close with him, but I have watched him go from football to, he's on Fox, he's everywhere. I have the utmost respect for Ryan Clark. He's one of the people I look up to. Obama, because he's a cool brother, man. He's a cool brother. But Kevin Hart, all of those people, but like the Drewskis and all that, I don't, that's not my lane.
It's not your lane?
It's not my lane.
Yeah, well, you just ain't really messing with that type of comedy?
I mean, it's cool comedy. I love it. But I can't imagine Drewski at the Spadez Table, bro. He be done flipped the table over because I done tried to slid a book from him or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Drewski, man. Wallow and Gilly. People like that, man, that are in the media. Any sports athlete, but my Rushmore is like Obama. I really want the people to know who Obama is just sitting down at the table. How do you, from president to smoking a pack of Jacks after you get out that joint? You know what I'm saying? That's Obama. Kevin Hart's, all the big people in the world. But anybody from the DMV, if you're doing something, holla at me. And that's no disrespect to anybody. There's the nature of the beast. If you're doing something, man, we're here for you. Getting ready to start a whole new segment of it where it's going to be one-on-ones with Blacksajack. It's going to be called Table Talk. Rover's going to have her section. Boone is going to have his section where we're going to break off from the table. And when you want to get serious, that's where we're going to actually break down. Like how you're doing with me right now. You won't get this from the table because it's all of us. We want to break off and actually talk to you one-on-one, but still give it the same platform as the Spadez Table. Yeah, run and steal that, niggas.
So how do you deal with like setbacks? Just whether it be in personal life or business or just in general, how do you deal with like setbacks and like
I keep going. I keep going. I'm almost 50, brother. I've seen setbacks. I've seen so many people come back from setbacks and get stuck in them. But after losing your whole family, after burying them all, it makes it different for you. Like it changes you as a person to where, and I've been an entrepreneur since I was 20-something. So it's always been on me when I wake up in the morning to make whatever money I'm gonna make since I was 20-something. So setbacks are just setbacks. That don't mean you stop. That doesn't mean it just wasn't meant. And when you believe in God, and I'm not this super religious person, but when you believe in God, everything is in His time. This was for a reason. And if you look at all your setbacks, if you're still on the plight of on the path of where you were trying to go, you will look back at every setback and be like, damn, that took me here though. Like a setback may be steering you away from something that you're not supposed to be in anyway. So you have to start looking at setbacks in a different light. Like it's not a setback, it's a set aside for right now. Because there may be a car coming head on, bro. Like even think about it, if you're late, you're on your way out the door, you forget your keys. You gotta run back in the house. You may have missed a deadly accident, bro. All because God said, I'm gonna leave your keys in the house for a minute. Because there's something out there that was about to tear you up. But now not only you going back in the house to grab your keys, save you and somebody else. Mm-hmm.
You always felt that way, or did it take you some time to get to that point?
It took me getting to this age and all the losses. I had times where I cried. I've had times where, bro, as weak as it may sound, I thought about killing myself. Thought about it, never actually put any power to it. But times get dark for you. But it's only for a time. And the road to success has no stop signs. So you gotta keep going.
Do you see yourself as a pioneer and trailblazer in the DMV for like the type of content that you're doing?
I personally don't. Why not? Because I'm just me. Like, to me, it was just an idea. But people always tell me, you gotta walk in your truth. I am walking in my truth. And when I walk into most rooms, I was this before the Spadez Table. And how we get to interact with our guests, that's how I was interacting with the people I was delivering to. So to me, I'm just me. But if I'm seen as any type of pioneer, I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. And like I've been humbled. I've had the $300,000 years, bruh, and had nothing as well. And I was humbled by God and took everything from me. And it just doesn't pay to be that other guy, bro. To be big-headed about anything, just be you. Stay in your lane. You're gonna put them blinkers on. Somebody might be coming up that other side, bro, moving too fast. Mm-hmm.
So 2025 just started.
Mm-hmm.
So what's in store for 2025 for Blacksajack and the Spadez Table?
More exciting guests, more locations. I believe 2025 is our year to expand beyond the DMV. So just stay tuned. I told you, brother, I'm scared. I'm scared that in order, like, it's rough when someone steals your dream and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what took me to the dark day where I felt like, man, they took it. They actually took it. And when there's nothing you can do about it, you have to keep going. You have to keep going. I would not let that deter us from our dream. They have a budget to get the Kevin Harts, all the big super A+ listers for the show. But I had to think about it. We got everybody else. And all of these people are A-listers as well.
So looking back, is there anything that you know now that you wish you would have known then when you started the Spadez Table?
I was emotionally, you have to be emotionally intact to do this, because the no's from people, the switch ups on people, at this point, I don't know what people want from me. Like, the majority of the people talk to me half the time, I think you just talking to me because you want to be on the show. Yeah. I came from a truck where I was by myself, grow weed by myself. So to be interacting with all of these people, and I'm a cancer, so, you know, we by ourselves anyway. It's weird. And I always have to have a third eye to, what do you really want with me? Because if it's the show, you just say that. Yeah. Don't act like you're trying to be my friend. Don't try to, oh, I want to give you this. You give me this. How about if I don't talk to you no more after that? Are you going to be mad? Because was your goal to get on the show? Say that. Yeah. Don't just, it's cool. We'll have time for everybody. But it ain't your time to tell me when I got to do something for you with this production.
How often do you come across people like that?
Often. Like, the DMs are full of people who think that we owe them a spot at the table. And with what you, honestly, no disrespect, what you're doing in your life doesn't deserve a spot at the table. Right. Like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah. What? Before you decide if you want to come on the Spadez Table or anybody else's podcast, production, newsreel, whatever, think about what are you doing. Even if it's small. Like, it ain't about you having 100,000 followers over here, bro, or better, 5 million followers. I don't care. You're doing something impactful for the community, come on over here. You don't have to be all the way up here. But when you tell like, we don't charge people. But sooner or later, we're going to have to. Because this ain't going to keep going on for free. It definitely cannot. But there'll be levels to that as well. And when the first time I said, well, would you give $250 to come on the show? $250? Bro, huh? He was like, man, I got more followers than y'all. We got like 3,000 followers because we ain't buying them. I said, but see, when you go into our analytics, our 3,000 reach 86,000 accounts a month with no money. Your 86,000 may reach 4,000 accounts a month. So, like, if you say what you want, but I know where we at. Mm-hmm.
What's the most rewarding part about what you do?
the feeling of the interaction with the guests after the show was over. Shout out Trey Chaney, man. He let me know I was on. We went to Atlanta. We shot Trey Chaney, Ray Daniels, Alexis Branch. I forget the lady's name who does everybody's music video, SZA music video, all of those people. And shout out Josh too, man. Shout out good, I fucks with you. When they say, man, this is one of the best interviews I've ever done, that's my payment. That you came here and loved being here. That's my joy. That's my joy. For them to walk away wherever they lost, because you always gonna lose. Like I'm not on that table, bro. But just them having a great time, man. Enjoying being there.
Do you have any like regrets or anything you wish you would have done differently in your journey, or do you feel like this is how God wanted you to? This
is how God wanted it to play out. I had to go through all the things, all the levels. Like I look at the levels He's brought me through, from the one camera to then we had 2 cameras to it's really the dealing with people. I wasn't emotionally prepared back then when I first started to deal with this, because there is a lot of ups and downs, and you got to be strong-minded. And Sherelle Rowe, she got me through all of that. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, well, why? How come this person is getting this opportunity, and how come this is when I created this, and blah 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 blah. You got to have thick skin for this entertainment industry, and I'm not a part of it. So, and I say that wholeheartedly, I have jumped the line with certain aspects of the entertainment world. It's people out here that have been doing comedy for 15 years. There's people out here that have been doing music, acting, and all this, that, and the third. And here I come from out of a truck just because I got an idea. Now I got a whole show. So, but I don't want, like, I'm the new guy, for real, for real. But it's my turn now. It's definitely my turn now. I was built for this, mama. I was built for this.
Talk about, your co-hosts and how important they are to you.
They are the substance of the show. The show was never built to be about me as a center host. It always had to be others. And they fought it. Like, they even to this day, this is your show, then why are you sitting over there? If it's my show, how can you be sitting right there and it be mine? Ro is the wholesome, yet she getting your shit part of the show. She means everything to me as my partner. She won't let me have another partner. If me and her, if she can't make it, ain't no show that day. Boom is my brother. I can't stand him. And this is the new narrative. I can't stand you, Boom. But I love you so much, bro. Ain't no pause, ain't no Diddy on that. You right here, man. But it's a definite big brother, little brother dynamic that we both grabbed onto. Pause, that sounded crazy, man. That we both have, and it works. And what's great about it, we're being ourselves. There's no acting, there is no pre-production meeting for the Spadez Table. We don't even go over each other's questions. To keep it that way, I don't know what you asked. Just come right on in. After I get the first one out, pause, that sounded crazy too. You're gonna have fun with this episode. Then the floor is yours. And they make the table, honestly. I don't see it being where it's at if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for the whole team. If it wasn't for the whole team, we're just the people at the table. Miss Key, the bartender, keeps us comfortable, whether it be a mocktail or not, alcohol in it or no alcohol in it. It keeps the flow together. Like, she keeps us comfortable. Lene Gray, our producer, one of our cameras, she makes the set amazing. She makes you feel comfortable on set. There's nothing heavy about the Spadez Table. When you come over here, you're going to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You might be smoking outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost a cookout for real. For real. Like, it's a family affair here.
So, you mentioned how you and your co-host, y'all don't go over anybody's questions, like, to make it as authentic as possible. And then you talked about how you don't buy followers because you want the authentic growth. How important is authenticity to you?
I believe authenticity is number one since I was younger. You'll never get to where you want to be if you're trying to be somebody else, because that's not you. The goal is to get to where you want to be. not to what you think somebody else want to be. And I had a guy, his mom and dad, he was a producer. He produced Gentrification, won many awards on Netflix and everything about DC. His mother and father run the Howard University Theater and Arts Program. And he has that restaurant, the bookstore. Was it Sequoia? Across from Howard? Yeah, I had a meeting with him at the first go-around of the Spadez Table. And he told me, brother, you have a great idea. He said, even just your story of you is a book, but until you be that person, that 100% authentic you, this shit ain't gonna go nowhere. And I truly didn't release who I really was to the world until Roll and Boom, for real, because I felt like I had to be, you know what I'm saying? Wrong as hell. Nah, I need to just be me. And if it's meant for us to be, it's meant for us to be. And all the co-hosts on the show are just being them. We're not trying to be nobody else. We're not in competition with you. We're not in nothing, because, truth be told, you ain't fucking with us, man. I ain't gonna hold you. There are days where I feel like that. Like, you ain't doing it with us, bro. So, let's just all get along here.
No, for sure, man. So, kind of like, staying in the same vein of that, when it comes to, being on, the platform with different guests and everything, do you guys ever like have any like structure of like, we want to make sure we touch on this, or we want to make sure we, cover this or cover that?
Yeah, well, we'll ask the guests, like, when they come in, is there anything specifically? You already sent over your bio. Is there anything specifically you want to touch on? And we'll put it down on paper. Each one of us will put it down on paper, and we'll try to get that out the way early. So the important part of it, because people's retention time is, like, we doing whole 45 to hour-long videos that most of you people never see. Like, they see the clips, the 30-minute clips on Instagram, and that's as far as they go. Oh, that was funny as shit. You had such on the show. But you never even seen the whole interview. You never really got to know what the fuck happened. How did this even get right here? That's what I wish would transfer over. Like, take the time on a Sunday and just watch. Just watch. Just watch 2 episodes, bro. You'll be like, oh, I get it.
How many episodes have y'all done in total?
Like 70, 80. We haven't stopped. It's been an episode for 2 years every Monday. There's no stopping us. Like, that's the thing. You can hate on it. You can not like it. You can not want to be on here. You can have your whole reasons for whatever. But we ain't stopping.
Do you always have a guest on every episode?
Yeah, we very rarely have it just us, as but that's coming too. That's coming too, where we have to. I've learned over the last few months that some people are not coming for the guests; they're coming for us, and that makes me feel good. Like, yeah, the guest was cool as shit, but y'all crazy, yeah. That makes me feel great. That part makes me feel good. You gotta remember, we're in this entertainment world, bro.
What's the love like you get from people, like whether you be out in public or just on social media or just in general?
It's all love and respect, and I give that back. Everybody I talk to is either sir or ma'am to me. I don't care what you're doing. Like, you're sir and ma'am, you get respect because you're giving me respect. But like I was telling you outside, to me, I don't see what those people see. Like, I'm just me. This has been me for years before the Spadez Table. I'm just talking my shit at the table. But it's respect, and I appreciate it, man. It's humbling at times. It's humbling at times because I didn't nowhere in my life saw this coming for myself.
So, lastly, man, is there anything that you want to say to like all the people that been watching Spadez Table, tuning in, supporting, and everything?
Stay tuned, y'all, and remember, the road to success has no stop signs. That's whether you at 9 to 5, no matter what you're doing, especially entrepreneurship, it's gonna get dark, but it's also gonna get light. So keep going, man. If you ever need anybody to talk to, I got a number you can call, because don't call me. You know what I'm saying? But it's keep going. Keep going, because we're gonna keep going for y'all. And just be great, man, because you are great. If you're here breathing, it's for a reason. I say that every day. How you doing? Well, if I'm breathing, I'm even. I mean, I got another chance to do something. Take that with you.
All right, Blacksajack, man. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you pulling up, man.
It was an honor, like I said, man. Ain't nothing fake about us, man. It's okay. Hey, look, DMV, it's okay. It's all right. We came out of nowhere on y'all, man. I know. Come on.
Blacksajack, man.
We out of here, man.